the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building. There's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Tennessee Titans. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His counterpart on the Titans sideline, that's Brian Callahan. These guys also fell in their opener a week ago, so we got a couple of teams here desperately trying to avoid that 0-2 start. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And I can't imagine that week 1 was anything except a whirlwind for this young man. A few bright spots in the opener, but as expected, a few rookie mistakes as well. Let's find out if he learned from them, and we'll show some progress and improvement starting here in week 2.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Ward. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Play action. Stafford. That is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The Rams had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But they can get out of this with a split. Knowing they'll get those home games later in the season, it could be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. You talk about this Titan defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead with Corum. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 10 carries, 58 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now it's Stafford. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet and make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Able to slither by. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's Ward. It's complete to Lockett. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here's Ward. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Now Ward. It's caught. Lockett. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Corn now on 1st and 10. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And it's 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try to take you out of that.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 8 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Davante Adams, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25. Yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action with Ward. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ward off the play fake. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Ward. Under pressure, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So here are the Rams to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. The drive starts with a carry by Corum. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Rams.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the draw, Corum. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And the Rams first down.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. So a decent gain there, but not their fourth consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win,
and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tutu Atwell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. Option play, here's Pollard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing now, Ward. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Well, Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, partner, in baseball, you keep track of the pitch count, right? In this case, you got to know the downs. If they knock this one down,
the punt.
It's a punt. Instead, it turns into a first down for the offense. Put it on the ground. Knock it down.
And now a fake there. The jet sweep is going to give to Pollard. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ward now working out of the gun. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ward. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he is going to lose yardage here. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. To throw is Ward. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Ward. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by a Carroll Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Stafford. That's quickly to Atwell on a slam. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. On the gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the veteran Baker Mayfield. 44 yards, and you can rack it up. It's a touchdown. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Aaron Rodgers, had Devontae Adams for all those years. Now he's got DK Metcalf. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Steelers even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Caught on the right side by Adams.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. This is Hunter. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And this one is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play fake, here's Ward. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action with Ward. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams try to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing is Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
There's Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, a 22.
Los Angeles.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford. And that one's going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Again, he'll drop the throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans now just about ready to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Ward. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Stafford now to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
A gain of 34 yards. 1st down, Rams.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here's Hunter.
Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
To throw is Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Joshua Carty on the field goal.
And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing is Ward. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
To throw is Ward. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They toss it down to Pollard. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Stafford. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it.
There he goes, right side. Kendrick Bourne. Touchdown, Titans. Kendrick Bourne, 71 yards. And the Titans get a bit closer.
The Titans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Throwing on second and 8. Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up third and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Out of the gun, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play, and forcing him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So here is Cam Ward and the Titans down by 13, a little under a minute 50 remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For a Tennessee Titan. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Going for it, here's Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Ward. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again here, Ward. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw, here's Ward. And that would get right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Throwing now, Ward. Flushed out right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Ward. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. So it's the Rams here to take home the W. And this one, Charles, too much Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for the Rams, after the home loss, they rebound with a good road win to get back to 500. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for